Meanwhile, at the Dansbury Ridge Manor, Gloria came in and closed the door and went into the living room and see a picture of her and Jeff. Welcome home. And as Gloria turned and saw Jeff come from the other room and went towards her and kissed her and pulled back. Look, I'm sorry for going off. It's fine. I feel the loss of your memory could do something like that. And as Jeff went and got the picture of them and came back to her. Clearly there must be a reason to why I married you and have a daughter and son. Despite you being a Colin, I must have fallen in love with you. Yeah, you have. I guess what I'm trying to say is, having you around could help trigger my memory back. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Taya's office, Taya's looking at a picture of her husband Howard and her. And as she's thinking, oh, I missed you so much. Where did our marriage go so wrong? And as Carly knocked on the door, and Taya saw, Carly, what happened to you? And as Carly came in, I had a run-in with Jennifer, but that's not why I'm here. What's going on? Bobby and I are leaving town for good. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Lauren's sitting in bed looking at a picture of her unborn baby and has a flashback of her and Kristen talking. Are you sure you want to do this? I have to. Jesse made it clear to me that having this baby could ruin him, even though he didn't say it. So you feel he's not ready? Exactly, and as the flashback ends, will Kristen come in the room? You okay? And as Lauren put the photo away, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. And as Kristen came and sat by Lauren, it's fine. By the way, thanks for coming to me back in November. No problem, even though it was a huge mistake. Yeah, it really kills me to know. Even though it was the right thing to do, in the end, my husband wasn't ready. And as Jesse came in the room, wasn't ready for what? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the lobby, Jennifer's waiting till Will came to where she is. Did you two have a good talk? Not as good as you and Rex, and don't tell me you weren't with him. Meanwhile, in the conference room, Karen, Bradley, Rachel, and Aaron are talking. If our scheme works, Jennifer and Will be back on good terms under marriage, just like you two. Now, as far as my sister, speaking of which, there's something Rachel and I need to tell you, and it involves all of us. You can tell us anything.
Meanwhile, in the hallway, Grace is thinking till her husband came out and she saw him, and as she turned and walked away, just as Jeremy came and grabbed her arm, and as she turned around and faced him and pulled off him. What? You wanna tell me what the hell that's about? It was my take on how I feel. You know what? You are really a bitch, aren't you? I guess I am. And as Tina came to the art and Grace and Jeremy saw her, you fool! I hope you're happy now. Thanks to your testimony, I might lose everything I have.
Meanwhile, at the Dansbury Ridge Manor in the living room, Jeff and Gloria are talking. Okay, I'm happy to see what I can do. Good. Look, I'm really sorry what I said to you. It's fine. Anyways, I managed to make this. And as Gloria went and opened the drawer and took out a book and closed it and came back to where Jeff is. What is that? It's a scrapbook of you and I starting with our first date. Let's have a look at it. And as they went and sat on the couch and began looking at it, and Jeff's amazed by what he saw. Nice. Yeah, that's where you taught me how to golf at the country club. And I remember you telling me this. The vision. When it's right, everything will come to play. And as they continued to look at more memories and saw one picture of their wedding photo. This must be our wedding. Wow. And as Jeff said something wrong with Gloria. What's wrong? Something horrible happened that night. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Taya's office, Taya and Carly are talking. Seriously, Carly? You and Bobby are leaving town? Isn't that convenient wrong? Look, I love Bobby more than anything in this world. You told me you had a run with Jennifer. Don't you think that's kind of convenient? Look, the fact of this matter is, Jennifer is convinced I'm after her husband, even though I'm not. I'm just helping them get back together. You know what? You're wasting my time. You need to focus on your marriage too, but that's what I'm doing. I finally have a person who loves me for who I am, and I don't want to be reminded. Look, thing is, I'm telling you that we're leaving Los Angeles for good. Look, I know it hurts not having Will. I'm not talking about Will. Bobby is my future and Will's my past. Yeah, and I get it. You know, every white, I wish Howard was with me. Thing is, you and Dad belong together, not Howard. Now, if you excuse me, I have somewhere to be right now. And as Carly went and left the office, just as Gwen and Eric came in. Did we miss something here? No. It's good to see you, Gwen and Eric. And as Taya got up and came and hugged both of them and pulled back. I am so glad the two of you came back to town. We heard what happened and decided to move back to see what we can do. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Carly's walking down the hall, checking her texts on her phone, and bumped into her husband, Bobby. Oh my God, I am so glad to see you. Meanwhile, in the empty Patriot room, Lauren and Kristen are surprised by Jesse's arrival. I was telling Kristen about a surprise romantic getaway. I want us to celebrate our anniversary. Let me guess, I spoiled it. Look, it's fine. Anyways, I got some good news for you. And as Kristen's cell phone rings and she sees who it is, I gotta take this. And as Kristen got up and left, and Jesse came and sat by the bed by Lauren. So, what's this good news you want to tell me? Well, since I did so good with the crisis scenario, Taya's offered me a permanent position as a doctor full-time, and I've decided to accept it. Wow, that's great news. I know, right? And as they hug each other and pull back, this calls for celebration. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse, in the lobby, Will and Jennifer are talking. You really want to do this right now? Yeah, I do. I know you were talking with Rex, the guy you left the country with, and now you came back, hoping that we'd get back together. That's why I'm here, Will. I realized being far from you, it's been the most hurting thing in my life. If you really meant that, then we wouldn't be where we are right now. You ended our marriage by keeping those divorce papers. It's like you never thought we had a chance. I'm scared. I'm scared being hurt. You don't think I'm being scared? You don't think I feel that I could be burned too? This works both ways. It's not all about you, Jennifer. Yeah, no. Thing is, I really want us to have another shot. Clearly, that's up to you. Let me prove you why you're the person I'm meant to be with. And as she began kissing Will, and pulled back. Really, Jennifer? You really think? And as she began kissing him again, and suddenly, and in turn, him began kissing Jennifer. Meanwhile, in the conference room, Rachel, Aaron, Karen, and Bradley are talking. We want to tell you what happened before we got kidnapped. This sounds serious. It is. Tina has known since 2000 when we were on that cruise when that tsunami struck. What secret does she have in you two that involve all of us? We have another daughter. Seriously? But that would mean, long story short, Aaron and I found each other through heartache. That is why it's critical we find her as soon as possible. And we will. But first, we're gonna make certain Tina gets convicted, because she might try to use this to blackmail you two.
Meanwhile, in the hallway, Grace, Jeremy, and Tina are talking. You know what? I am not the one to blame for you losing everything you have, and second more, I did what I have to do because you don't belong free. Because enough, Grace! And the startle came for the arm. And Jeremy, Grace, and Tina saw him. Tina, you mind giving these two a long time? With pleasure! And the startled Tina turned and head back to the trial room. And as Jeremy turned and faced his wife, I don't for 1 second regret what I did. You mean by throwing my mom and our marriage under the bus? Because that's exactly what you just did. Says the guy who don't give a damn about his wife, don't you get it? My mom's all I got. Hell, I don't even know if my dad's alive or not. And what you did today, it destroyed any trust I have in you. Well, it seemed we're both in agreement because I don't trust you at all with your mother. Maybe the biggest mistake I ever did was marry you. Well, let me fix that. We're done. And as Jeremy turned and head back to the trial room, just as Amanda came to where Grace is.
Meanwhile, at the Dansbury Rich Manor in the living room, Jeff and Gloria are talking, and Jeff's stunned to what Gloria told him. Wow. Look, I'm sorry, it's not your fault. I blame my parents for trying to break us up. Hey, Frank and Mimi didn't succeed now, did they? No, because she found your way back to me in the end. And as Jeff has a flash of him and her at their wedding. And that's the end. Oh my God. What is it? And as Jeff has another flashback of Gloria and him bonding over their baby daughter. And as the flashback ends. Jeff, you okay? Yeah, I am. Why don't we take a break? Okay. What are we supposed to do? And as Jeff leaned by her and began kissing her and pulled back. Are you certain your memory hasn't returned yet? No. I sure hope they do. And as they continue to make out. And as Jeff got on top of her, and as Gloria leaned on the couch, and as Jeff began to make sweet love to his wife. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Taya's office, Taya, Gwen, and Eric are talking. Well, everything seems to be back to normal, but the job's still here. We would have come earlier, but we had the situation to take care of, and which we did. Anyways, I gotta head to the court to see the trial. Let me know if Tina's convicted. Will do. And as they kiss each other and pull back. It was good to see you, Taya. Likewise. And as Eric left her office, and Gwen turns to Taya. Alright, since I got time, what's been happening while I've been gone? Meanwhile, in the dining hall, Bobby and Carly are having dinner. So basically, to sum it up, my life's a total mess when it comes to relationship. Surely you don't mean that. Yeah, I do. But you have one thing correct. What's that? I have an amazing husband right before me who loves me unconditionally. And I gotta say, it's a beautiful thing. And I think it's time everybody know. First, let me say this. I'm not letting Will or anybody else come between our marriage. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Lorna and Jesse are talking. Where do you suppose we go celebrate my new job? I say we go to the pub. Sounds like a plan. You know, I can't wait to have a family with you. Me too. And as Lauren has a flashback of looking at her photo of her unborn baby. And as the flashback ends, and Jesse sensed something wrong with Lauren. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just so happy to have you in my life. I am too. I just got off work. Let's get out of here. And as they got up and left the room. Meanwhile, on the balcony, Kristen's on her cell phone talking. Mom, I can't wait till you return. Now, everything's been good. Oh, not to worry. Tina is finished. Yeah, she had Jeremy testify, including Daniel, to no avail. You can say that again. Anyways, I'll see you later. Alright, and as Kristen hung up, and as she's thinking, everything's finally going to plan. Now, I gotta make certain Wilma don't get her mitts on my man. And as Kristen went back in the hospital. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the lobby, Jennifer and Will are in a kiss. And as they pull back, just as Shannon came to where they are. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna need your testimony. Anyways, I'm sorry, it's fine. Besides, I'm ready. And as they head to the trial room, and Jennifer turns to Will. When this trial comes to a close, the jury will certainly see Tina for who she is. And as they walk past Amanda and Grace, and as Amanda and Grace begin talking.
I take that you and Daniel also had a fight over Tina. Yeah. Why is it that our man is hanging on to Tina's crutches, not for long, and I might need your help? I'm cool, because I'm sick to death of Tina trying to get ahead when she's not. It's about time she gets taken down. And as Rachel, Aaron, Karen, and Bradley walked past them, and as they went in the trial room, just as the bailiff came to the front, all rise! And as everyone stand up, while Rachel, Aaron, Karen, and Bradley went and stood in respected spots, just as the judge came out, and went and sat down and faced the audience. Please be seated, and as everyone sat down, court is now back in session. Shannon, you may call your next witness, please. And as Shannon stand up, Your Honor, I would like to call Will Goodchum to the stand. And as Jennifer looked at Will, good luck, not to worry. Tina's days of freedom is gone as we know it.